Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I want to talk about the new trailer that just came out at the time of me recording this of the new Mutants. If you haven't seen it already, I'll include a link to it in the description down below. Obviously, like, seeing this trailer out makes me very excited to see that obviously this movie is finally coming out, because I was very excited just you know, understanding the premise of it being kind of like this horror psychological thriller of an X-Men movie always just kind of piqued my interest, especially because now it just kind of reminds me a little bit of Legion, which isn't a bad thing, which is a really good thing too. But it seems like they're potentially would go down a more horror-esque route than Legion did. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. I think it was a great trailer too. I really enjoyed, like, the fact is because like the original trailer, because it's been a while, like almost 2 years obviously since I saw the original trailer, so I don't remember how much it actually showed, but I felt like it showed some of like the horror-esque stuff to it, but I don't think it was like, I think it was only like a teaser at the time, wasn't it? So it kind of gave you an idea, kind of a little bit of like the movie, but even our characters, I feel like this is our first real introduction to them, and I think it's actually kind of a neat element to the trailer. You know, I feel like we still don't 100% know what everyone's abilities are. We get winks and nods to it. One in particular, I feel like we get a fuller scope of her abilities, but even then, it's like you don't understand what it is, understand exactly what you're seeing, unless you're familiar with the comic books. You're probably like, oh, that's so-and-so, so like, oh, that's their ability is this, this, and this. As someone who is unfamiliar with the comic books, who never knew there was such thing as the New Mutants, you know, is excited to be like, all right, I'm curious to figure out these characters. It's like Legion. I didn't know anyone in Legion, so that's also what made it exciting. It's like, oh, these are characters I know nothing about. So it's kind of that same thing, but like I said, I like the premise of it. It seems like they're all in this hospital because of their abilities and stuff, like, and it seems like, hey, this doctor's here to help you, but at the same time, it's like there's a force field that's basically keeping you inside, and one of the characters is like, oh, this isn't like, you know, this is more like a cage. And they start figuring out, like, wait, like, there's more going on here, because one of the characters, her powers lets her see something that the doctor didn't want her to see, and I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. It seems like there's more going on in this hospital, because, like, we're not here to get better. There's something else. Maybe there were other mutants there that were experimented on. Because the thing that starts going through my mind is like, is she alone in this? Is she like the head of this facility, or is she just like a doctor working for someone else? Like, the thing is, like, is she just some crazy mad scientist going off on her own, or is she part of like some organization that's like studying mutants and stuff like that? I mean, either way, it just seems very interesting. Like I said, it's like that nice horror element of like, all right, these figures that are attacking them, and then it seems like there's like monstrous stuff, because apparently it's not just them. It seems like the place is actually messing with their minds, because it's like the place apparently shows you your deepest fears and stuff like that, which that's going to be an interesting element. I think you're going to get kind of like, though, like I said, very Legion-esque levels of like, probably like scene transitions of going from like reality until like kind of trapping you in your own nightmares. I think that's going to be an interesting sequences to see, you know, which each of the characters, see what they're afraid of. I'm curious to see what the time frame is going to be like. Is this going to be like, I think I was always under the assumption it's going to be present day, and from the looks of things, it looks like it. So I'm curious how you end up just kidnapping people and just like kind of getting away with that. But maybe, once again, it might be a government funded thing, so maybe that's why she's able to kind of, the doctor's able to do what she's able to do. But it seems really interesting, and what I think is cool too is it does seem like it's on a smaller scale, because obviously like X-Men movies, I mean, tend to be on a bigger scale. Like, it kind of gets a little more worldwide attention to a certain extent, so it's going to be interesting to see, because it seems like this movie is all going to take place in a facility, obviously, because like, oh, your fears and stuff like that, you'll transition to other like places and stuff, obviously, but I think it's more so like the entirety of the movie is going to take place in the facility. And like I said, it kind of seems like it's a smaller scale thing, kind of like Legion is in certain regards. Obviously it gets bigger in other scales, but you get what I'm trying to say. So I think that's going to be an interesting element. Like I said, I'm really excited to see that this movie is finally coming out. It is interesting too, because you notice this is under the 20th Century Fox banner. I don't know if there's anything you should read too much into that. It could just be like, well, the movie was originally going to get released under that banner, like a lot of stuff, you know, before the Fox and Disney deal. But part of me, you know, my brain kind of overthinks things, so I'm like, could this be them kind of testing the waters of being like us releasing Marvel stuff under the 20th Century banner? It could be that, or maybe not. You know, this might be them also testing the water. It could just be like, hey, we wanted to release this movie, you know, because I was bummed, you know, never knowing where this movie was going to end up, because some people are suggesting like maybe Disney was just going to randomly drop it on Disney Plus one day or something. But now we see that, you know, there's an answer to that it is getting a theatrical release and stuff. So I'm very excited, you know, It does seem like this is most likely just going to be like a one-off. I don't know if they're, maybe if it's successful, they might build something off of it. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of a weird movie to kind of start building off, but you never know. It does seem like it's probably just going to be a one-off thing. I think unless it's successful, then they're like, oh, let's see if we can do something about it. I don't know. They're probably, I'm just excited to see the movie, like, you know, whatever it is, because I wish I could remember where I read it, because I think it was somewhere I was reading that they went with the original direction of the movie, the version that's being released, because the movie, they did reshoots and stuff like that, so... But it seems like I said, they're going with the original version, so, you know, we'll ultimately see. Because like I said, I glimpsed at it, so I don't know how true that is. I just read that somewhere on the internet, so, you know, we'll see. Obviously, these are just my thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to get to know yours. Did this trailer get you excited? Were you already excited when you saw the previous trailer like 2 years ago? And does this re-excite you to be like, yes, it's finally coming out, or do you not care? I'd love to actually know, because some people might be like, honestly, I don't care anymore. I was excited then, but now I'm curious to see if this has changed anyone's opinion about now that it is actually coming out now. So I'm curious. Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But really, that's all I want to talk about. Until the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and good